What's up, everybody? Welcome to Queer Girl Straight Skates. I am Rebel, and today I am here to teach you about 5 mistakes that new skaters often make and how to avoid them. So let's go! Queer Girl Straight Skates is a YouTube channel full of roller skating tutorials, reviews, general roller skating lifestyle videos, and pretty much all things roller skating. So if you've been roller skating for a lifetime, or if you come across this channel and you're like, I would like to skate, that looks pretty cool, then I highly recommend that you subscribe and hit that notification bell, because I put out new videos every Tuesday. I go live every Sunday, and sometimes I throw in some fun little videos in between. The first mistake that beginners often make when they first start skating is they stand straight up. Now, it's not that standing straight up is a bad thing. I mean, having good posture is great. But when you're skating, when you're standing, when you're striding, when you're doing any sort of skating whatsoever, you usually want to have at least a slight bend in your knees. If you're standing straight up, oftentimes you will banana out, or you will fall over, or if you hit a rock, it's just going to make you tumble instead of being able to catch yourself. When you have your knees at least a little bit bent, then even if you hit a snag of some kind, then chances are a lot higher that you're gonna be able to bend your knees more and then catch yourself in that moment. And it makes you look a little bit more like a pro, because when you're like about to fall and then you catch yourself and then you keep going, you're like, yeah, I'm a badass. The next mistake that new skaters often make is looking at their feet while they're skating. And the reason why we tend to do that as humans is because we are on skates and we have 8 wheels on our feet, and all of a sudden we're like very concerned with what's going on down there. So we tend to just look down to make sure nothing's going wrong. However, that's actually going to trip you up more often than not. So if you're looking down at your skates, chances are you're actually going to go exactly where you're looking, which means that you are going to tumble forward. So a better option for where to look, even if you're really nervous about what's on the ground, like if you're outside skating for the first time or you're just freaking out about the ground, then a good rule of thumb is to look about 6 to 10 feet in front of you, because that way you're still looking out for twigs or snags or cracks or potholes, but you're also looking forward instead of just looking directly down. So you are going to be more confident as you're skating, and you're also going to not fall as often as you would if you were just looking straight down. And if you're looking straight down at your skates, at your own skates, you're actually creating a more dangerous environment for yourself, because you aren't aware of what's going on around you. And one of the most important things about skating is knowing what's going on in your environment, knowing if other people are skating with you, what they're doing, what other factors are happening. Are there cars? Are there trees? Are there stray dogs? Like, what's going on? You need to be aware of it, and you can't be aware of it if you're just looking down at your skates. The next mistake that beginners often make when they first start skating is that they will do kind of a walking movement on their skates instead of actually striding. And so when you walk instead of stride, you're really missing a lot of the momentum that you would be getting if you were striding. You're gonna look like you're running in place instead of actually skating and moving forward. And so practice actually getting into that stride and really moving your body and your weight and shifting it, instead of just trying to walk on your skates, because walking and skating are 2 very different things. And honestly, your body is going to thank you for striding instead of walking, because imagine taking 50 little baby steps versus 2 large steps, which is the difference between walking and striding. So the next mistake that new skaters often make is when they start to fall, what they end up doing is they stand straight up instead of bending down into it. So when you start to fall, the easy tendency is to stand straight up to try and not fall. But when you do that, you're most likely going to hurt yourself worse. And two, you're definitely going to fall as opposed to recovering from that off kilter moment. So in order to not make that mistake, when you start to feel like you're falling, the best thing that you can do is bend those knees and get down into that little ball and that movement, because that could, one, help you to recover from that fall and actually not fall at all, and two, will make you be able to, even if you do fall from lower down on the ground as opposed to all the way up here. The final mistake that a new skater often makes is that they do not have confidence. And let me tell you, confidence is one of the #1 things that you need in order to be a good skater. You have to be confident in yourself on your skates. You have to be confident that even if you fall, that's okay. New skaters fall all the time. In fact, not just new skaters fall, everyone falls. That's a part of roller skating. Be confident in who you are, what you look like, and all of the things that you are. And it's just you on roller skates, on wheels. So when new skaters don't have confidence, that is a huge mistake, because you're shooting yourself in the foot at that point. Having confidence is the way that you try new things, which is a necessary part of learning how to roller skate. And it's also the way that you pull off fantastic outfits like this one. When you have confidence, it influences the way that you speak to yourself. And manifestation is a huge part of your capabilities. When you talk positively to yourself, you are 10 times more likely to do well, and you're 10 times more likely to actually try new things. Because think about it. When you say, oh, I'm gonna fall, oh, I'm gonna suck, I'm not gonna be able to do this, you probably aren't even gonna try it. But when you say, I got this, I'm awesome, I'm gonna try it, we're gonna do our best, you are way more likely to do it, and you're way more likely to succeed. So be positive towards yourself, have that confidence, and get stoked. If you're struggling having positivity and confidence towards yourself, then watch this video that I created that is a pep talk for new roller skaters. So click that little tag and go watch that right now. Thanks for watching this episode of Queer Girl Straight Skates. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me some of the other mistakes that you made when you were a new skater in the comments, so that we can all just get better and more experienced skating. And if you want to support me, I opened up my new website. It is called www.cheerstothequeers.com. And so if you go shopping there, then it will support me. Or you can go on my Patreon, become a Patreon, support me, and make new vlogs every week there. And most importantly, what's that, Bowie? Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Cheers to the queers!